Welcome to JBNs, a podcast dedicated to talking about nothing on something that means everything. We discuss how we relate with the non-living things around us and how they affect our relationships with the people around us. Welcome back to JBN Things. Today, we have a great topic at hand.
That's true.
The couch.
Mm-hmm.
Ho, ho, ho. Some people are happy about that.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Well. Anu, how's it going?
Not the best weathers. Freezing rain / snow, but
Yeah.
hey, we made it here and somehow we'll make it back home.
This is Canada after all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, this is just a Wednesday evening.
It is Canada. But people think that that's not correct. So
The summers are phenomenal.
mhm,
The summers are phenomenal.
beautiful.
Early summers. Late summer gets too hot.
Okay, so now I have a problem. It's too cold. Then it's too hot.
Exactly.
When are you gonna be happy?
Come on.
Spring and fall.
Spring and fall. That's phenomenal fashion weather. I love that weather. It's great. But come on, you can't complain about. We're from Nigeria. Nigeria's hot. Now you're saying
Yeah.
Canada's too hot.
After spending that amount of winters here, yeah, that hot is hot. That hot is hot.
That's it hard. So you like winter? Anu?
You're on my couch.
Oh.
Hot chocolate, legs raised, fireplace or heater up, bucket of chicken wings.
Bucket of I thought I was gonna hear nice book to read. Bucket of chicken wings.
Bucket of chicken wings. Chicken wings are the best. With maybe in blankets, maybe one or two, depending on how cold it is.
Yeah.
The extra pillows. Yeah.
Glass of red wine.
Glass of
No.
maybe
White?
red wine or white. White,
Rosé.
probably.
We mix it. We make it a
Yeah,
rosé.
yeah.
Mm,
Wow.
interesting.
She laid out the
You
setting
see?
for it.
I'm picturing it right now. Yolako?
You know what? I picture a chalet. As Anu sitting down. For some reason, Christmas music is just playing, and it's what we're talking about today. That's our friend on the podcast.
That's our friend here today, right?
Yep.
JB Things.
Yeah,
Ouch. That's our friend.
and I know you've really said what you love the couch. You've painted this portrait that I wish we could sell. Please, why do you love the couch so much?
Because it's so super comfortable. I remember when I was moving into my place, the last thing I bought was my couch because it took me literally a month to decide which one I wanted. I had like 3 options, so I had to go to each of those pulls out to become a bed.
Oh,
So-
you got one of those couches.
Yeah. It's the best.
The 2-in-1ers.
So anytime it's snowing outside, just open my blinds a little bit, with the tea, the blankets, and whatever is playing on the TV.
For 2D.
And it's just it feels like that extra comfort zone that
Yeah.
isn't particularly your bed. You don't have to be sleeping on there. You can just be chilling. on the
Yeah.
couch.
Doesn't that make you lazy?
Who says? I have my laptop there.
That's cool. Will you say then that as you were talking, this question popped. Will you say, based on what you said now, that you're privileged to have a couch? But you have your laptop,
Yeah.
you have your couch, then there you are. You can get your work done. You have your chicken. Oh, your couch story is interesting. Wow. Thinking of other people who might not be that. No, let me ask that question. Will you say you're privileged?
I would say definitely.
Mm.
My couch sort of sounds like, all those pictures
Yeah.
or Airbnb luxurious. It sort of sounds like that. But
Wow.
and I sort of try to get that theme of I'm not in my house. I'm just somewhere else.
So your couch transports you.
Literally.
Really?
So yeah, It's a luxury environment.
I have my own couch story as well. I have multiple. I'll choose the.
You can tell both.
I can tell both.
Yeah.
Well, I'll.
Yeah,
I'll
this is
tell.
my good time couch story.
Okay. Okay.
There's the rough time couch, but
So my first couch story is relates to yours in the sense of it's a good time couch story at home.
Mhm.
This whenever I'm on, put my plates to the side, and I put my hands on my stomach, and I'm looking up, and before I know it, 5 p.m. turns to 11 p.m. Why? Because I fell asleep. Because the couch is so comfortable. It's different from a bed. You can sleep. It's one of those, hey, I'm just staying here for the meantime. I'm gonna get up and do some work, but for now, let me just rest. Right? It's like a little resting place. So usually at home, that's what I like. That's my little home couch story. Every time I get home and I'm watching TV, eating, I sleep. But when I was at school, which was phenomenal, leather, older, I will say it definitely had stories in the couch. Just the way it looked, you can tell that it's been through some things. And not abuse, maybe a little bit, but it's been through some things. But it also held you like it was like your grandmother. As you slept, working, doing assignments, go back into the lounge, rest on my couch in the lounge, and it would just absorb me. And I'd then have friends running in, having blowing the feathers on my nose to wake me up, or pouring water on me as I slept, because this couch really pulled you in. It is a place of
comfort
comfort
Mm.
when you get it though.
when you're able to get it. Yeah,
When you're able to get it.
when you're privileged to get it.
Yeah. And when you get the right one,
Yeah.
or you might get a couch
Yeah.
that's not the right couch for you.
Yeah, one of those.
You know, so it's not see people return their couches
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the stores after they've bought it. When they're buying it, it looks great to them.
Yeah.
It is good. They're taking it home. So it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna have this couch for 10 years, forever. It's like a relationship. Okay, you meet, we're gonna be spouses or whatever for life. And then few months, few weeks, few years down the road, start having problems. You know?
I've never thought about it like that actually, because and it's weird because I bought a couch a few years ago, a couple of months, but then later on it started hurting my back, and the first thing I thought was, oh man, I wish I could get rid of this couch because it's so painful. It's not like the couches I had at my parents' house. It was nice and comfortable for 5 minutes, but then your lower back starts hurting. Now you say it, I could have returned it. 'Cause I see couches and pieces of furniture like that as like a mainstay in your house.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like the annoying brother or sister that you have to love, but like, do you really like them? You love them, but you just got to put up with them until you leave.
No, truly, it's because this podcast we talk about our relationship with things that may also affect how we relate with people around us, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So the way we relate with couches, right, might also affect how we relate. Family of 5, and there's only one couch. And you are
That is true.
you are the type that is a bit selfish.
Yeah.
You come in, you take that couch, you lie on it, and the remote in your hand, and then there you go. And maybe your brother, your sister, or someone is saying, I need to have a seat.
Yeah.
So it might, all of us will probably need to look at how we relate with our couches vis-a-vis how we relate with people around us. And I have a favorite couch. If you call any of my kids at home, they know.
That you're
When I get home in the evening, I watch a lot of basketball, especially Raptors, right? So.
Yeah.
And when Raptors is playing, my wife will sometimes sit on that couch, that side of the couch.
Yeah.
And as I'm opening the door, she's like, all right, without me even saying anything. She's like, you know what? I need to move to the other side because I know you're back. This is your spot. And I'm like, no. You can stay there, that kind of thing. And, my kids would tell me that section of the couch has all my prints
Your prints.
on it. That so then they've taken a sleep in there. Just like you said, you
Yeah.
think that you know what, I'm just gonna stay here for a while, and then the next thing is like it's 12 midnight, right?
Exactly.
But it is nice to know that you guys talk about taking. Maybe I didn't. I not said that. She takes care of this. Do you take care of your cow?
I
Yeah. Yeah.
brush it.
I would say the couch in my parents' house, yes, definitely. I love
Why
that
the couch
one.
in your parents' house?
Because the one that I bought is just, oh my goodness. If I lost it in a tornado, I would not think twice. And so to answer that question, JB, yeah, the couch that I bought, I don't take care of it. I see it in my university. Yeah, I took care of it because it helped me be rejuvenated, right? Your couch. Now, I'll pose it back to you. Your couch.
Yeah.
With your print on it.
Yeah.
Do you take care of that couch? See that?
I do.
That's silence.
Yeah. Let me answer that question this way.
Okay.
It is taken care of. It is taken care of. Is that good enough? In the sense that one of the things that I see when I go to people's houses sometimes is and things like that. You move their couch underneath. There's all kind of stuff there, right? And I keep asking myself, this couch must not be. Cannot be happy rather. Like you just don't care.
Yeah.
And what kind of pressure does that even put on? So if you have someone that lives with you that constantly keeps cleaning after you, and because you're not taking care of that couch, you eat there, you do everything there, you just leave, as if those that take care of that couch don't really matter. That is something that everyone will have to think about. But for those that live around me, and so that they won't see me as someone who's, quite frankly, who doesn't care, and who is also taking advantage of them.
It's true.
Wow. Yeah. That's actually I love how you said that because I'm sure in our lives they enjoy on a day to day, but they don't really think that it's a mirror that other people see of themselves.
Oh yeah.
Or an image or a visual that, oh, you're not taking care of your thing, your couch in this case. Oh, how do you take care of the people around you? Take care of those if you're not able to take care of just something simple like a couch. You can't take care of the crumbs in it. You can't take care of the surroundings, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
So that reminds me of my university. I had lived in a share house with two other people, and we had two different couches. Of those two couches for two different reasons. There's the nice and comfy couch where everybody wanted to sit, but if you're on it, you can't just lie down and take up the whole space.
No.
But that's what people wanted to do because it was so comfortable. So the next person comes in and they're like, I don't want to, and I can't see the TV in the corner of that couch. So can you, it's going to be you telling the person there, can you scoot your leg? But I don't want to move. But you need to make room for others, right?
Yeah.
So there was that fight, and there was a fight of, okay, you're done with the couch, you're standing up from the couch at 3 p.m., 3 a.m., you're not going to be awake then to tidy up the couch.
Yeah.
So tidy it up before you go to bed. That way, guests can come in the next day and sit on it. But if the person that sat there last doesn't care, like you said, they leave it messy. Then you, the person that has tidied the whole house, now have to come and tidy up the mess from. Yeah.
That's very powerful. It speaks to selfishness.
Yeah.
On our part, sometimes uncaring nature of some people.
Yeah.
I don't think about other people. But what I kind of heard from the two of you, both spoke about when you were in university, the couch and everything.
You have a couch.
Couch? What's that? No, never heard of it. We didn't have a couch. In my university days.
So what did you have?
Well, I lived on campus, right?
Yeah.
And basically we had a bed and one in the table, and that's it. Nothing else. So basically we had, so the room was meant for maybe 3 people, then you literally have like 5 people living in there because there's so many people that didn't even
Wow.
have the money to.
Double?
No, it's like double.
Double
Double.
Yeah,
bed
so
for
so
5 people?
yeah, so different people will come in, and so you sleep at different times, and there you go. That's not for everyone because there were people that would just stick to the 2 people that were originally allocated that room, right?
Yeah.
Or if you have friends and
On food, on
food and other
on
things,
partying.
and you needed to, but but it wasn't like you go to the students union building or wherever, and then you will find all this nice couch there. Now, but right now that you guys were talking about, because even growing up, we had no couch, so it wasn't something I was even thinking about because I grew up in what they call, for those who are from Nigeria, a room and a parlor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the bed, the chairs, something I was used to growing up. I think until I moved to live with my uncle who died recently. Then we had couch at that point. So different upbringings and everything. That may also affect our relationship with couches, so to say. To consciously unlearn and then learn. Then you might not really appreciate that thing.
Yeah.
And that's the way, even as human beings, that's the way we are, right? That I'm not used to this. Then it's telling me that his friend had 2 young children, and the kids were always saying, Dad, 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 I want to learn how to ride a bike. The guy said, growing up, I never had a bike, so why should I even care about you guys having a bike or something like that? So you know what I mean? The key is to learn how to ride a bike, right? He has to unlearn the fact that he didn't grow up with one and then replace it with learning that, you know what? Now I'm here. This is me now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you've never had shoes before, it doesn't mean that you'll be walking around all your life. It speaks to so many things. That's why it can also speak to affluence. Because you walk into some people's house, you see the couch they have, beautiful, elegant, expensive.
Yep.
And then you walk into some other people's house, it's like they have couches made for them with gold and all kind of stuff. I've seen all those.
Those uncomfortable couches.
Yeah.
Comfortable couches.
I don't like leather couches because of that. They're too cold.
Yeah, I see.
Especially in winter. You have to get it warm before you get
the leather couches that have been like really worn out.
Yeah.
That's
The old couches.
the old leather couches. Those are comfortable, and you lay on them 2 seconds, then you're
That's
warm.
experience.
There it is.
They
It's
have
experience.
Couches that have lived a long time.
Like the one in my university. Those are leather experienced couch.
Yeah. Experience cars.
JB, or at least you're someone not giving his kids the ability to
Right.
have a bike because when they were growing up they didn't.
Yeah.
And you said that at least to a certain age you really weren't used to couches, right? Now, when did you have the you so dearly love? Why do you feel like you now have the understanding and the appreciation of one? I didn't have a couch when I was little, growing up a little bit. To when you made that switch to now I'm enjoying my couch, right?
Yeah.
Chair or a couch?
No, I had it here.
No, the one you have now. Is it a chair?
I have couch.
Oh, okay.
I have.
That spots.
I have. No, that's a
chair
couch. I have the couch that reclines. The very comfortable one. Forward. So some little comfort of life. But I can't really think when I made that switch. But I will probably say to myself that there are some things you just do unconsciously without even thinking deep about it, unless you bring yourself to that consciousness of you don't have a car, you bought yourself a car, a nice car, then you bought a nicer one, and that kind of thing. So with time, you might not really, recall all those transformational experience.
Okay.
I like good couches for some reason. Will it be because now there's a relationship between everything. When you are happier, when you are doing the right thing that you wanted to do, then you are buying things you can afford some things.
Yeah.
Then at that point you are like, okay, you know what? I think I need this. I want to move to England, and I think it was the second or third house, um, and it was furnished, right? So it came with a couch. You know what I mean? And I sat on that, and I'm like, this is cool.
This is this is cool.
This is not bad. I can get used to this.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? So part of you.
Yeah. You also said something. I picked up on the word you used. Need.
Mhm.
I see some people when they want things, they buy. In this case, we want comfortable couches and we buy them. When we use the word need and really pivoting to what a need means, to stay somewhere, they need to lay on the couch to be able to sleep
Mm.
or to be able to get to work the next day because they don't have a house, they're staying on a friend's couch, right? Do you know, or could you share of people, because through your through your career as a lawyer,
Mhm.
how many people have needed that couch,
Mm.
and also how many people have been able to at least have someone that provides them that couch that then have become successful afterwards,
Mm.
right?
Crashing on a
I'm
friend's
crashing
couch.
on a friend's couch in
Mm.
order to get somewhere, right?
I see a lot of that. In my line of business, I see many people when they migrate to Canada and to anywhere because of my brother's friend, lovely family, in the UK, and they had everything provided for me, right?
Mhm.
So I was lucky to give me a room and that kind of thing. But at the same time, I met many friends. So as at that time, who would basically say, you know what? And I had slept on people's couches as well, one time or the other. And in between moving from one apartment to the other, maybe things fell through, and then you needed to stay somewhere in between, that kind of thing. But
Yeah.
in my business, I see many people come to Canada with nothing. And most often, those people will ask them, if you don't mind sleeping on my couch, and that can do different things to you. It can make you to say to yourself, by this time next month, next year, I want to do well. I want to buy something like this for myself, or even something better.
Yeah.
It might also be, it might also create some kind of havoc, between yourself and whoever is hosting you. Because I've also had, he was asking me to sleep on his couch, and then they become enemies
Yeah.
after. On the other hand, there are people who will be very, very happy and be thankful for that opportunity just to sleep on the couch. You gave me a place to stay. So human beings are just human beings. But then when you look at different stories, the Raptors, president,
Yeah.
he's, everyone, the story is on the internet. He's told a story too about basically sleeping on friends' couches before he made it.
Yeah.
And today he's done very well for himself.
Oh yeah.
Jeremy Lin is now I think he's in China playing.
Yep.
Slept on a friend's couch for many years or months before he was able to make it, and many others. You guys might know other people,
Yeah.
but there's something about sleeping on a couch. If you turn it to live my life like this, actually, if you're sleeping on the couch not because you wanted to sleep on a couch, or circumstances had forced you
On the couch.
to sleep on a couch.
Yeah.
It's different if you have your own couch and you say, I want to sleep on a couch. You go to a friend's house and say, oh, here's a room. You say, no, I want to sleep on the couch, right? So
Yeah.
you're the couch man or the couch woman. Use that to motivate yourself.
Yeah.
You will do well. So
it becomes a mindset thing,
it does.
right?
It
It
does.
becomes a mindset thing because you don't want to see it as just like a hammy, a handout. Oh yeah, stay here. Yeah, I can crash on my couch for a little bit. And those that really see those certain in a month, in a few weeks from now, I'm going to be doing something that will propel me off this couch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's phenomenal. And as you said with Jeremy Lin, I know I looked as well. I know Seal, the singer.
Mm-hmm.
He in his very early days,
Right.
sleeping on the couch. Does that mean that you need to sleep on the couch or someone else's
Make
couch
it?
to make it or
Not
to give you
necessary.
that drive, right? I know. What do you think?
Um, I agree. I think to some extent, that depending on the couch can motivate you to say, well, I need a bed. So it definitely drives you. You don't, when you know you're taking from the comforts of somebody else, usually that sort of motivates you to say, I want to be in my own space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to have my own couch. I find most times you're thinking, let's start with a bed before a couch. Like the couch
Really?
is not the first
Thing you
thing
think
you
of.
really think of when you get in your own place.
It's true.
It's the bed.
It's the bed, yeah.
So with all the discussion we've had, I just sort of was asking myself, I know Miss, it's more of a progressive. I'm at the stage where
Yeah.
couch is part of the house. But Dolapo, we're still starting up. We have our own space. Why
Mhm.
did you get your couch?
Ah.
At the time, I was living with some friends, and I already had my bed.
Yeah, you have your bed, so
I already
why a
had my
couch?
bed.
Centered piece.
Do you know what? That is a great question. I could have just gotten my own chair, then they could have just gotten their own chairs.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's because of it's an entertainment space. The couch, the idea of the couch is we can all sit down together and sort of be as one as a unit, as a family. We can couch. If it's a singular chair, and no matter how comfortable that chair is, you remove yourself away from that experience that you're sharing with other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the couch was bought,
Yeah.
right?
So next question: if you
Mhm.
didn't have a TV in front, I'm assuming
I
you're talking
did.
entertainment
I
now.
had,
You have
yeah.
your space alone speaks volume. If you didn't have the TV, would you still get a couch, or would you just get comfortable chairs?
Nah, wow. Wow. That is something, maybe just beanbag chairs. That would just be
Back
more,
chairs, right?
yeah, wow, that is something that's very
Play
interesting.
game.
They didn't have a TV where they had their couch.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it was interesting to
Yeah.
see because I then go to why am I sitting on this couch when there's nothing to watch? Because the
And you're,
TV's in the
you're
other.
looking around for
Look,
the TV.
where's the TV? Oh, this it's not over the fireplace. Where's the TV? Oh, it's in the TV. It is very interesting. Would I get a couch if I don't know. You bamboozled me with this question. I don't.
What does Jerry think?
Oh, so you asked me too many questions.
Getting a couch, like
Watching TV.
watching TV. I know I can give my own answer, but
Yeah,
I want to hear his response
No, I
first.
mean, it kind of depends. We have two living rooms. One had a TV, or they call one living room, one family room, right? So one doesn't. There are times I want to sit in the other one that doesn't have a TV. I just want to have like a quiet time. But looking back now, I don't do that often. You know, it's kind of magnetic that you walk in, dropping your bag and then washing your hands and all those things, and then the next thing is you have your dinner, and then boom,
TV.
TV and couch.
the couch. I'm heading to that couch that is right in front of a TV, right? So they are like Siamese twins in a way, right? That's for everyone, but generally you see that in most places, right? The couch is always accompanying the TV, or the TV is always accompanying the couch, right? Because you just don't want to. Often people just don't want to sit there and be like Dolapo, Just asking. Right? Your TV.
I know you asked me this question. I still don't have an answer. Okay, but you say you have an answer. I want to know. How?
Okay.
What would you do?
So when I got my place and I was thinking of the couch, I wasn't thinking of the couch as a couch. I was thinking of it as another bed. Honestly, and the bed for myself,
Yeah.
but for people who come. So it was a bed for a bunch of my friends are in Halifax. I know they would come visit me in Toronto.
Yeah.
Where would I don't want them to go get an Airbnb. Then where's our midnight chats?
Yeah, exactly.
But if we had that couch, we sit there, stretch our legs out. It's sort of that comfort zone
Yeah.
to sort of have chill time and have that person have a little bit of comfort away from their not home. Now, funny thing, I got it for guests, but when guests come, I sleep on the couch.
And
Because
they take
They
your
take the
bed.
bed. Extra comfort of, yeah, you can have the bed. I know how to maneuver. I've sort of walked my shape into the couch.
Yeah.
So if you're sleeping on it, you might not get that right spot
Yeah.
to have that comfort,
Interesting.
right?
So that's our answer.
That yeah.
That's
You'd rather choose that over your
yeah.
bed,
Some nights
bedroom
the
bed.
couch is
Yeah.
So the couch is more like, apart from I mean, an entertainment sport is also unifies people, right? Brings them together around it without us thinking about it. You know, because otherwise, if there was no couch there, people think, well, you know, I always have, based on my experience on work, I always have some of these stories that some people might say, is that really possible? But yes. And this was one of the reasons why we have this program, that there are people, I have come across people that it reminds them of abuse,
Really?
reminds them of discrimination and all those things.
Oh wow.
You know, and no, I have had, and every time her spouse will push her out of the bedroom, she will have to sleep on the couch.
Ouch.
So for her, couch will always bring some traumatic experiences and everything. So he has bean bags.
And
But again, like I always say to many of my clients, to seek professional help,
yeah.
counseling and things like that. But I'm just saying this, that, you know, when you look at life, there's some things we take for granted, but
true.
And sometimes if you don't know or you don't think deep, you have a spot. I mean,
Yeah.
a couch. You're just talking. You know, you are being free.
Yeah.
But that is hitting something.
That's a loaded question for that
That is a
person
loaded
right there.
Yeah, it's true. That's a loaded question.
You know, and that's it. You know, conversely, I had a client that said to me that growing up, so they didn't have to watch TV and sit on their couch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you know, but they were mean to her.
Oh.
You know, so whenever maybe they wanted to have dinner or that kind of thing, they would ask her to leave and that kind of thing, or they would ask her, instead of sitting on the couch, right, they would give her a chair, right?
Yes.
To sit on and say, that couch is for
It's
that. And, you know, that when he had the money, the first thing he bought was a couch.
Mm.
My own couch.
My own couch now, you know. So
Wow.
the way we treat each other, the way we relate with each other, is extremely important. Because and beyond, because that individual might not be able to shake off that experience for life. You know, abuse and things like that should never have a place in our lives.
No.
You know what I mean? And that is why. So to all of us,
It's
it's
not.
like, no,
It's the opposite.
it's the opposite. That's life, eh?
Yeah, you know, I've never. For some reason, every time you think of things that bring you joy, couches, whether it's TV,
Right.
whatever it is, there's conversely someone that has had an edible experience with that, right? And usually that's not the first thing that comes to a lot of our minds, right?
No.
Because we're thinking of ourselves. We're thinking of, oh, this makes me happy. So if it makes me happy, it must make everybody else happy.
Yeah.
Right? It's
Yep.
very interesting you said that. Because with that same vein, if, hey, have my couch. Or, yeah, it could be disastrous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would offer the bed
You
Well,
first.
would,
I know over the bed. That's a good. That's good.
You're
I know over
that's
the
a good
bed.
I'm sort
person.
of prepared.
It's not like,
That's true.
and then if you're not careful, you might think, why is she being like that? He or she. I'm not just saying. So I'm not saying he alone, but whoever. Why is this person being weird? Why is this? Because they might not want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But talking about again, or maybe not.
If it has
But,
a dent,
but
I'm gonna have to let go.
But generally in life, at some point, whatever has a beginning will always have
an
an end.
ending.
So the ending will come at some point, right? And
That's true.
how hard do you think it will be like right now? And then let's relate that to letting go of relationships as well. That you have labored for, that you have put in everything, time, energy, money, and all those things. But it has to end somehow. And when it ends, because again, we relate our relationship with non-living things.
Yeah.
Who wants to have a stab at that?
Let me start.
Okay.
Please, Anu, please. Let me say this. So let's say take the couch. I love this question actually because the day I want to let go of this couch, you out. I'm not getting rid of you because I don't like you anymore. I'm donating you to a furniture store that maybe a secondhand furniture store that can now be reused. The time I had with you, couch, has been phenomenal. Have and give someone else support, the same support you've given me, couch. Relating that to a relationship, if we're talking about romantic relationships, it's this. I see it the same way where you go, person. This time we've had together has been great. We've seen the ups and I think this is the time where we have to go our separate ways. And I hope the next person that you are with, you are able to help them, bro. You are able to help them achieve what you've helped me achieve. That's the way I see it, right? I don't see it just getting rid of your couch, tossing it on the side of the road. It's a new beginning for someone else, right? As an immigrant to this country, the things I had to buy first, that my parents had to buy first, they were secondhand, but to me they were new. They were new beginnings for me. That's how I see with a lot of things I have, but especially the couch. I know.
Me, like 2 different instances of me having to get rid of couches. Growing up, we had this couch. That was sort of my mom's spot. And she had a way of sitting on it that if you go and you just try and sit on it anyhow, trust me, it feels like you're falling into how to sit on it the way she sits on it to get that comfort level. And literally, you could sleep in that couch. Now, the couch got so bad that even sitting in that spot after a while just felt sort of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it felt like the couch was dying. Literally. We even tried bumping it up, fixing it up, but it just wouldn't stay fixed. So and that kind of couch, you don't give that to somebody. That's a dead couch right there. It felt like at the point we were taking it out, we were almost burying the. So sad. And when we brought a new couch to replace that, I found the automatic response for all of us that sat in that chair was to try and sit in it the way we sat in that old couch.
Oh.
And I'm like, why are you sitting like that? That's a new couch. Get comfortable. But it was just automatic way of sitting in it. You got used to it.
Yeah.
Just that first step of changing something you're used to. Thinking of that in any relationship. If it's, getting used to, let's say you had a family member who passed. Getting used to the change of not having that person, especially if it's somebody that you pick up the phone and you would get comfortable in the couch, have time to just say, okay, I just want to chat here, or just stay here for like hours, or chat with whoever it is for hours. And not, you find situations where after their loss, you're still picking up the phone to do that.
Yeah.
Because it's something you do. and then or
Mm.
the new situation that would sort of alleviate you missing that relationship
Mm.
would be weird, would be interesting.
It will
It's
be tough.
It'll be tough.
It could be tough because it kind of, I mean, listening to both of you, I agree with you, but l- let me take it. So, talking about a couch that is done whatever it had to do, it's lived, it's outlived its usefulness,
Old age.
so to say.
Old age.
Old age is come. Now you need to, nothing you can do.
Yeah.
And bringing that to relationships, it depends on the relationship we're talking about. Um, Relationships that we just have to accept that there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
That is just
Mhm.
the end,
I think so.
right? Meanwhile, on the other hand, there are relationships that you know you can walk around and just like you can repair and fix so what is going on between us. Why are we not communicating anymore? Why are we not on the same page anymore? What can we do to fix this? Let's talk about this, and then bring that sparkle back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Comfort that.
right.
Comfort that relationship
Mm.
back. Yeah.
There's sometimes where you have those relationships, but you just outgrown that person. You have to move on from that friendship. Then it's just like a couch. If the couch is uncomfortable for you,
Mm-hmm.
you have to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
What happens then, right?
That's actually my second couches that I was talking about before that we had. One of them, if you look at it, the couch was pretty. It looked so nice,
Mm-hmm.
like waiting for you to just jump on it and
Yeah.
get comfortable. And then you jumped on it and it's like, oh my God, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
Poking me on the back. And it was just extremely uncomfortable. Tried that couch for like a whole year. We kept trying to fix it and get the thing in my butt that is coming out to go back in and stay. We even tried, okay, let's leave the side that is poking us and move to the other side. And the other side just started the same thing.
Hmm.
So eventually, that couch felt more like a punishment.
Yeah.
At the end, that couch, we didn't give it to anybody. We recycled it. We just threw it in the garbage because we're like, if we're giving this to anybody, literally, it has to be somebody we really hated.
Yeah. And now, if you have a friend
And even
or a
your worst thing.
relationship
Yeah.
like that, where there's how do you deal with that?
You just have to let it go.
Yeah.
You have, at that point,
You have to let go of the
you've-
relationship.
yeah.
Yeah.
You've tried several. It's not like you haven't. If you hadn't tried to fix it at all, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
But if you have tried several times to fix it, it's not working. The pain is still there, and it's making you you're
It
gonna
is,
be
mm-mm.
just as rotten.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, it is very true because at the end of the day, you have to look at yourself, look at the relationship, the other person at the other end of the relationship, and ask yourself, what's this doing to me?
Yeah.
Am I just getting punished? Do I have to remain here? If I remain here, what may happen to me tomorrow or even the next day? So it might be better for me to just separate and move on. As painful as that might be, you might just, move on. That can be painful for the other person, just like the couch, because your couch,
Yeah.
I took care of them. I had supported the mom for so many years.
Yeah.
It was all.
Even though I'm old, why are you getting rid of me in my old age?
Was my value.
This was my value. This is time I need you most.
Yeah.
It's like having a parent who is old, which is a discussion that take them to a nursing home,
Yeah.
or do they stay with me, or what do I do? You know what I mean? That's it's always a discussion around that.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, you have to do what you have to do, and but you have to think deep about what you do, and thinking about your thing.
Yeah.
So that's my take on that. I guess at the end of the day, we can always look back, to the good couches and say thank you for the support.
Yeah. No, it's you were saying I knew.
Quick trivia. Which profession uses the couch?
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
This-
yeah. It's true. But think of it too. Lawyers too use the
La-
couch a lot.
Yeah.
The client has to get comfortable to be able to say what they want to say.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We do with a bottle of
Scotch?
discussion. when things get a bit, you can just
Just take a little sip.
a little sip,
Just
just
a
a little
sip.
sip. That's it. And wow, great discussion. Though.
No, this has been phenomenal. This
Yeah,
has been
great discussion.
great. And really, as we asked ourselves here, I want to ask our listeners, what will your couch say about you as well, right? And what will the people around you, right?
Yeah.
Change me to a beanbag.
Yeah.
Please don't get rid of me.
Yeah.
Keep me forever.
I'm still one of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be nice if we hear back from our listeners and let them give us their top.
Comments.
Right.
Post DMs on Instagram,
Right.
Twitter.
Right.
Yeah.
Where
Excellent.
else? Facebook.
Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
I think the others you just mostly listen, like Spotify and
Yeah. Instagram, maybe, if there are any voice.
Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instagram. They can.
yeah, Instagram
Yeah.
definitely.
Social media platforms.
We have them all. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. If you want to take send us a picture of your couch that you think is very, has lived a great old age and you just want to showcase it and tell us why it's the best couch or why it's the
Yeah,
Get
that'll be
those
good.
responses.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Let's see your even if it's not old, even
Yeah.
if it's new, let's see your couches.
TikTok
And,
videos of you on your couch having
Yeah.
me time.
Exactly.
yeah.
Welcome them.
It's what's the on Treehouse? This cartoon couch? What's it called? A big comfy couch.
Big comfy couch.
Big,
We'll take them too.
definitely.
Nice one. Nice one.
Thank you again, JB and Things. Thank you for joining us, listeners. Thank you so much. We've loved this conversation. Again, next week we'll have something else for you.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one, guys.
Hey, bye.